ESPN reporter and Dancing with the Stars contestant Erin is fighting back. Andrews was stalked by a man who called hotels that she was staying at. Once there, he videotaped her naked and then posted those videotapes online. Now, he pled guilty, but Andrews was upset by the sentence he got.
30 months isn't enough, and I think it's time for Congress, lawmakers, to make this just a stiffer sentence than what it is. And you suggested about other celebrities. Yeah. There's a lot of celebrities that have been stalked, and they just want to put it away, and they want to move forward. I can't. I have to fight for this.
And now Andrews is suing the hotel she stayed at. She says they didn't respect her privacy and helped this man stalk her. What do you think? Joining me now, litigation attorney Jennifer Smetters and radio talk show host and attorney Mark Levine. All right, Mark, let me start with you. Why are the hotels liable here, do you believe?
Why are they liable? Well, first of all, this stalker called up several times, found out not only what room number she was in, but they didn't tell her he was calling about her. They put him next door to her in adjoining rooms. He adjusts the peephole. Apparently, they don't discover he adjusts the peephole, and he's recording things. Now, look, this is never going to go away. It's going to be on the internet forever. She's done her best to take it down, but once you get this kind of stuff out there, you can never make it go away.
No, once it's on the internet, it's there forever. It's there forever, and that's right. That's what I tell my kids if they're posting stuff online. If it's there forever. Jennifer, is a hotel liable here?
No, I see it a different way. I truly believe here the peeping Tom is the one who did the actions. He created the criminal act here. The expectation of privacy when you check into a hotel is in the room until your checkout time. And there's been many cases on that in terms of search and seizure, usually police coming in and doing a search.
She was in the room.
So it's very clear. It's very clear where the expectation of privacy begins and ends. What are we going to, what are we going to do? Are we going to have to pass a background check in order to have a booking a reservation at a hotel?
If this case gets to a jury, let me give you an idea of what some of the Facebookers are saying out there. Robin F. says Marriott should not have disclosed her personal information. Pay big. Mia says changing the behavior of the company. Erin was violated and deserves peace. She's getting a lot of sympathy here. But let's look at what could happen here and what may or may not be relevant. Something else has happened as a result of all this is she's gotten a lot more famous. She just signed a big contract with ESPN. She's doing GMA. We know she was on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. She's much higher profile. Is any of that relevant in this lawsuit, Mark?
Well, it's only relevant to the extent that she claims his damages a destruction of her career. And to the extent that she does, that's not going to be part of her damages if the defendants can show that she's actually doing better. But there's more than that. She's suing for infliction of emotional distress. And I think that is one of those fair cases. Usually that's not fair. Usually those cases lose. But when you are filmed naked in your hotel room, and Jennifer, she was in her hotel room.
Yeah, she's in there. She's got it.
Yes, she was.
She doesn't think anyone's videotaping. She's not doing anything wrong. We've got much more to talk about. My guests are staying with us. Don't go anywhere. This is Prime News. Erin Andrews, the ESPN reporter who checked into a hotel, didn't know that some creepy guy was stalking her, knocked out the peephole from the door of her room, then started videotaping her undressing. And this happened more than once. All those videotapes ended up online. She's now suing the hotels for more than $1 million as a result of the damage that she says was inflicted upon her by this man and by the negligence of the hotel. What do you think about this? 877-TEL-HLN. Let's go to California. Gail, you're on the air.
Hi, sir. I believe that the hotel is totally responsible and liable for its actions because the premise is the same thing as identity theft.
How much is it worth?
Well, it's hard to put a number on it since it's a permanent damage, but it's definitely worth a lot more than I even think that she's suing for.
All right. Thanks so much, Gail. Jennifer Smetters, I want to bring you back in here. What should the hotel do? Someone calls up and says, hey, I hear Erin Andrews is at the hotel. What room is she in? What should the hotel do? What's proper for them to do under that circumstance?
Obviously, the hotel industry needs to take a look at what information they're going to readily disclose to people calling up. You can call a hospital and ask if somebody is there, but you're not going to get the state of their condition. And what I'm saying here is that we're not going to have background checks for people checking into hotels. We cannot hold Marriott responsible for a criminal bad act of another guest of theirs. They did not necessarily do anything wrong. They couldn't have known that this peeping Tom was going to do what he did.
Yeah, I think the word you're looking for is foreseeable. Mark, is it really foreseeable that this man is going to be that creepy and is going to do what he did? What if he's a good con artist and he's on the phone and he's able to con the hotel out of all this information? Should they still be responsible?
First of all, he didn't do this just once. He did it repeatedly. Second of all, they didn't just say she was at the hotel. They gave her room. They gave him her room number. They didn't inform her. They let him check into rooms next door. And I don't know whether there are peepholes in adjoining rooms. The purpose of adjoining rooms is when your family is staying in 2 rooms. You open the doors. Are the peepholes there? Are they out in the hall? Did he knock them out? We have to see what her proof is. But it seems to me if someone is physically altering a peephole and they're not even telling her about it, that's negligent.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We've got Zanetta, who's in Illinois tonight.
Yes.
Zanetta, you're on the air.
Hello. Thank you for having a wonderful program. I watch it all the time.
Thank you.
And I just have a little message for young, beautiful ladies that are ambitious and very successful to be very careful whatever they do and to protect their privacy, especially in hotels. You don't have a privacy 100%. Close the curtains, close the peepholes from inside.
Yeah.
They supply you with beautiful robes.
Yep. Thank you for the calls. And the thing is, you don't want to blame the victim. You don't want to blame the victim. Go ahead, Jennifer. I'll give you some time.
Vinny, she's right. The expectation of privacy does not go out into the hallways, so says case law, or outside those windows. We have to be a little bit more vigilant ourselves. And I think this all gave us some pause here, and we can learn something from this situation. The bottom line here is that the peeping Tom did not call up Marriott and say, can you help me pull out this peephole? No, he did it on his own. If the hotel knew, they would have called the police themselves.
You are one feisty lawyer. Thanks so much, Jennifer. Thank you, Mark. Now, does children make people happier? The obvious answer seems